Several years ago, I was working at a church and found that every time that I went home, I brought a ton of stress home with me. Not because of the church, but because I didn't transition well from my role in the church to my role at my home. See, transitions are one of the biggest causes of stress in your life. Every time you transition from one task to another task or from one role to another role, you experience a transition. And those transitions create a ton of stress. So how can you begin to minimize your stress? Well, you need to create an intentional transition. This is what I experienced at this church. So what I started doing is at the end of every day at the church, I would set an alarm to go off 15 minutes before I needed to shut down my computer. I would check my email one last time, make sure that I had finished all of my priorities for the day, and then I physically shut down my computer. As I walked out into the parking lot, I would stop at my car before I got in and dedicate that work in prayer. And then on the way home, I would listen to energizing music that helped me feel excited. Once I pulled into my neighborhood, I would pray for my wife and pray for my kids. And then as soon as I pulled into the garage, I put on the biggest smile I could possibly have so that I could go in and my family would see me smiling a giant smile first thing. This transition made all the difference in the world for me. I didn't walk into my home stressed out and frustrated. Instead, I walked in filled with energy and life and love. Create an intentional transition to help you transition from one role to the next.